That is a noise that most of you Perentie owners are going to be quite familiar with. G'day, Brad from KLR Automotive, and today we're going to fix this noise. Now, often when these vehicles come in, we see all sorts of nylon wedges, business cards, bits of paper, cardboard jammed in here to try and shut this up. This one's not actually too bad, but today we're going to show you exactly how to fix this. Now, it's one of these jobs, when you first look at it, it appears to be quite daunting because we've got to take all this out, but it's actually very, very simple, and all we're going to need is a couple of basic screwdrivers. So the first thing that needs to happen is this window latch itself actually comes out. It's normally held in by 4 screws. Then we also have 2 horizontal screws here, and then more importantly, there's actually 4 screws that go down here, and once they're all out, that allows this whole channel to come out sideways and the glass drops down. Now, there is a little bit of a catch here for young players. I say Phillips head screws here, but every now and then we'll have one where the latches are pot riveted in, and we've also seen where these screws have been replaced with pot rivets. If that's the case, you just need to get a 1/8 drill bit and drill the pot rivets out, and everything still comes apart. Now, one thing to remember with these latches, and actually with the main rail as well, so this is normally sealed with a little rubber gasket behind it from factory, but again, we often see them where they've been celasticed in. Oh, and this one's actually fallen apart. They're a terrible design, these latches, but sometimes you might have to get underneath there with a little screwdriver and lever that out. So that's that latch out. Next up, these are side screws. As I said before, sometimes these are pot rivets instead, so you just have to drill them out. Now, to access the rear ones, you've got to slide the glass all the way forward, and if you're looking at the bottom of the channel here, you can see them just hiding. There's 2 at the back, and once we've got these out, right, so there's the back one out. Now there's another one just down in here, so we need to do the same there. Right, so with the back 2 out, we need to slide the glass all the way backwards, and that gives us access to the same 2 screws at the front here. And this is quite important. Once you're done there, you just want to bring the glass back to the middle position and keep the 2 together, because now there's pretty much nothing holding this in. We're going to pull this bottom channel out, and remember the glass will come with it. So this is all going to come as one unit when we pop this back, and the glass just comes out. So that's the hard part done. We've actually got the old bits out. Now we need to go around and remove the original felt, and it is actually just felt. And what you may also notice here, I'm pulling this chunk out, but it's missing a whole bit up here, and there's nothing else until the top. And this is often what happens is as this original felt ages, it just begins to fall apart, and that's why you get the window rattling. Righto, so there we have it, an empty window frame. We've taken all the old felt out. One thing I just want to quickly show you, you'll notice here a little rubber strip, and there's another one at the back, but this is actually an infill strip. That stays there, nothing slides into that. Make sure that's still there and intact. You can also take the opportunity to give all this a bit of a clean out, like a bit of a sweep, bit of a scrub if need be. There's often old celastic in here, bits of mud, whatever, so clean that up to make assembly nice and easy. So before we start putting this all back together, I just want to quickly show you the difference between the old stuff and the new stuff that we will fit. This is essentially just a strip of felt that the military used, and in fact I think it's got a Land Rover part number on it, and all they did was folded it in half and shoved it in the channel, and that's what the window ran on. But the problem is it falls apart and it deteriorates quite quickly, and that's why you get the rattle. And in fact, this was the most intact piece that we got out of the whole thing. As I said before, the back section was missing altogether. You saw the front one had a huge gap in it. To be honest, I think it's a terrible material to use, so we don't put that back in. Instead we use, it's a more traditional glazing type channel, so it's got a proper rubber back on it, and then it's got this felt flocking on it, I think is a technical term, that actually allows the glass to slide back and forth. And we've managed to find a bit that fits perfectly back into the channels on these door tops. So first, the inevitable sales pitch. We sell this in a roll, and one roll is long enough to do both door tops on a 4x4 Perentie. Now you will have to cut it down to length, so get your tape measure out and measure the length of each run. It's you need 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, so you can cut all those to length and just slice it off with a heavy duty pair of scissors or a Stanley knife. You may need the little screwdriver just to pop it in, but it'll find its own seat and you end up with it all sitting nice and flush with the surface. You'll know if you push it in too far, and you'll just have to pop it back out again and have another go. You can see it's got a bit of a tendency to want to roll one way or the other, so you've got to make sure it goes in evenly from side to side. You can see you get a bit of a technique up there, and if you're not sure, just get your little screwdriver and just run down there and you'll soon feel if there's any humps or bumps. But basically, just keep pushing it up. You've got to fight the tendency to pull on it, otherwise you'll stretch it and you'll end up with too much down the bottom. And of course what makes it difficult is I can't get my head in there to have a look because there's a camera in the way. But these are the sacrifices I'm prepared to make for the end product. Right, and there we have the first one, and I just ran the screwdriver up and down to make sure there's no lumps or bumps there. But as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go and do the rest. You don't need to watch me doing that. And then when we come back, I'll show you how to put all this back together. Right, so that's all the felt in, and you'll very quickly work out the last few bits will go in quick because you'll have the technique sorted out. But now is the time to start getting excited because we're almost done. I've cleaned this out. Some people like to Celastic this bottom bit back in, but we don't normally do that because there's actually water channels in here that drain the water out into the outside of the door. So putting Celastic in here, really all it does is make it hard to get apart next time. So we don't recommend doing that unless of course you do have a water leak, but that probably means you've got a blockage in the drain holes in here. So, as they say in workshop manuals, assembly is just the reverse of disassembly. So you just got to make sure you get the top of the glass correctly into their respective channels. You're going to have to push up because this is new, this is all a little bit fatter. So you're going to have to put a little bit of weight up and pop the bottom in. Let's just give it a go. It doesn't actually get much harder than that. And I'm just holding that there, but you can see that's running nicely now. And no rattles, which is actually what we're after all along. So pretty much all you need to do now is put the original screws back in, the 4 vertical ones down here, one on each end. You put your latch back in. Of course, if you had to drill pot rivets out, you're just obviously going to have to put pot rivets back in again, but that's no big deal. And that's pretty much the job done. So round and do the other side. Just one last thing I'd say, we're pretty generous with the length that we give you. It's more than enough to do 2 doors. So if you do make a mistake and damage a little bit, don't fret, just cut another section out and have another go. But as I say, this is an easy job. And if you want more information, go to klrautomotive.com.au.